Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian as Weirdo. So today I'm going to be working on some things that I need to get done. I have two commissions that are outstanding from my Etsy shop, and I also need to get a lot of work done on Winter's pattern. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and yep, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be primarily working on the pattern for winter because the packers are fairly quick. I have a full week to do the one that's going out first, so I want to make sure I can get that done. So I'm going to be working on it. This is a pattern I'm testing, so I won't be able to show you my progress as I'm going through it. But you know, that is what it is. Okay, so productive you. I know, right? That's what. But I was like, I need to hop online because if I don't, I'm just gonna like watch movies or read or do anything else. um, so, but that's okay. So let me see where I'm at. So how are you today, Amy? I just put your stuff in the mail tonight, so it's scheduled for pickup tomorrow. So close to when I wanted to get it out. Loom knitting. Oh, very nice. How are you liking that? Trying to use up the stash. Oh yeah. The end of the year is just a perfect time for stash busting. I mean, not that there's no reason to do it like any other time, but I just feel like it kind of goes, it just fits that like mentality of like using what you've got, especially when things get so expensive around the holidays and you're like, I have all this yarn, buy me, why am I not using it? So I would be doing more of my stash busting projects that I had kind of intended, but wasn't getting these done last minute like I do. And also the chart for the mosaic pattern that I'm doing, I'm gonna be like reading it like this. So if I ever am looking at the camera like this, I'm just looking at the chart. I'm not making some kind of weird face. I mean, my face is weird enough as is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Six, 7, 8. And if you or anyone else wants to come up, let me know. I can send you the link. Because it's going to be pretty, especially with doing a mosaic pattern. It's, you're spending so much time counting and like looking down and stuff like that. It's not always the most exciting, uh, thing to watch, but, being productive is just, that's just part of it. Luckily, there's a lot of like symmetry and repeating patterns with this particular pattern, so It's not like my, you know, bag that I did where it's like every row is different. You're in bed? Nice. How have you been feeling lately? Oh, got an itch in my nose. Fine on the side of the screen. I totally understand. Yeah, sometimes when people ask me up or something like that, I'm like, no, no, no way in hell. It's very nice, but no. Been sleeping a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've just not been able to stop feeling exhausted all the time. So I'm sleeping just absurd hours every day. Um, so you have your surgery consult in January. So is this for your esophagus, or if you don't mind sharing, or share what you want? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Literally all day, haven't had an issue. The second I get on live, my nose starts running. It's so rude. So I have an idea of like what I'm gonna do. I put it in Army of Weirdos. Let me see if anyone's seen it yet. Because I haven't. I don't get notifications or anything when people respond to like polls and stuff. So I did a poll in Army of Weirdos about putting a shunt put in your liver. Yes, it'll help my esophagus not be under so much pressure. Yeah, when I watched that video that you were telling your story about like everything that was happening, I just like it sounded just so insane and like traumatic and awful. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. So I really hope that this is is what you need. I was about to say what the doctor ordered, but like literally, like that's a little too literal for me. Um, okay, so it looks like everyone who's voted says we should do a holiday party if we're going to do a holiday party before the 25th. So that's in 10 days. So, okay. Um, so I'll put something on the calendar and hope that it works for most people. I was thinking something very similar to what we did for Halloween, where we just hang out. Maybe we watch a movie, and we just like chit chat and just have a good time. Low stakes. And so I was originally gonna call it like Gothmas or something like that, and then I found something on the internet that I kind of need to have. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit because I can make it myself for half the price of what it is on Amazon with another thing on Amazon. Just um, so I got rid of I didn't put it in my safe for later. Um, but so I'm looking for like gothy alternative, like Christmassy or like things, and then I'm like thinking about costumes for Scotty and stuff like that. And then I find what could potentially be the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's little swoopy emo bangs for a cat. So so this is $9. You can get it on sale for $8. But I found some clip-in like human bangs, not human hair, but to go on a human, that are $4.99. So I mean, it's a lot. So a couple dollars cheaper. But I'm like I'm gonna do this like alternative like Christmassy type of vibe. So I just got in today. I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Um, and I got some like bats to like put up here. And I think they're paper bats, but they also have like a remote light behind them that's purple. And then I got some black cardstock to make like paper chains and just like draw some like ornaments and stuff. So I'm gonna move some of this stuff for a little bit and just have like a kind of seasonal design here. I don't know what I'm gonna make this say. So if you have any ideas of what I could um, put there other than like, you know, Mary Altmas or whatever I'm thinking of saying. Um, but the really like my whole party idea is based on those bangs for Scotty. I'm so excited. And Scotty, bless him, he is so patient with me. I've never had a cat who like I could put like hats or costumes or any of this on and I like if Scotty like ever like shows distress and stuff, I don't put him in it. But I'm hoping that this will be fine because it's got one of those like extension clips um, that you put on. But oh my gosh, it's so fucking funny. It's so funny. And because he's black, finding a match for his hair is going to be easy. Not that that picture needed a match for hair, but it'll be a little bit more seamless. So I'm I'm so excited. Gold chains. Oh my gosh. I love that. I wonder if there's a Five Below near me. Okay, so the closest one to me is in Vermont Square. So it's like 45 minutes. It's not the worst, but that is kind of like the amount of time that like it's not necessarily like my agoraphobia is directly related to how long it takes for me to go, but it's like I have agoraphobia and then I also have to like think about how long I'm going to be gone and like that starts to get like kind of annoying. So it's possible. I mean, it really is like almost a straight shot. It's just a lot of stops on the 204. I might have to check that out. Yeah, and like I a couple years ago, because when I had Riker, um, I wanted a gold chain for him, but I wanted to crochet it. So I mean, I think gold chains on pets is just peak comedy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if he could do glasses because of his ear shape and his nose is like very, very flat. Just because he is a Scottish fold. I mean, would it be cute? Yes, obviously. Obviously. Oh, I don't know. I think I showed this off last time I was live, but I don't know. So I've tried to paint Scotty, but I think I just made him look angry and also just kind of like mangy. Like, I don't think I captured his like soft, beautiful flowing hair essence. I tried. I tried. Fur has never been my friend in any kind of art, and animals have always been very difficult for me, so that's okay. I'm sweating so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's really cool, though. Thank you for letting me know. I will try to check that out because I would love to. I mean, Scotty needs a little bling bling. He deserves it. I was gonna like, I was thinking about if I had time to make a stocking for Scotty, or like for both of us, but Scotty just doesn't like that many things. Like Scotty's not super active and playful and like with toys. He doesn't like treats. Like Scotty doesn't like treats. So I can't just be like, here's some treats. Merry Christmas. So I've kind of backed off the idea of like doing like a little uh, uh, thing for Scotty. But a costume, maybe, because that's a little bit more. I don't know. So it just makes me giggle. Like I can't see it and not like laugh. It's so funny. Okay, so now we are here, and we're gonna go 5. I think that's 11. I do like Five Below. I do think that their name, like many other like bargain places, is misleading and has been misleading for a very long time. But if you know that and you go in, like, like at least they advertise their prices pretty clearly when you go in. It's not like a super secret like Dollar Tree is becoming, which like what is that even? Um, if you if you've been recently, you might have noticed that they started putting like stickers on stuff, but it doesn't have like a price on it. It's just like a red dot, and like trying to figure out what is $1.25, what's $1.50, and what's like it's confusing and annoying. But that's all I have to say about that. So I have this bowl. I got this during Halloween. It's like a candy bowl, but I got it because it's a freaking really cute cat. And I have my Hirschner's jumbo worsted 12 in here, so it's 12 ounces of yarn. It's large, but it didn't come with a center pull, so I decided to pull from the outside because I was a little nervous about how that would shake out. And it's just, I hate pulling from the outside of the skein. I think it's very frustrating and annoying. Um, so it just has been like rolling around and having a little bit of trouble with it just pulling out like I wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mhm. Making sure my stitches are straight so I can go into the back loop of the correct stitch. Okie dokie. And so that round is done. This yarn is maybe the busiest yarn that I've ever used. It's very pretty, but it's just loud. It's very loud, especially next to the black. Okay. Oh, my nose ring was like all the way over, looking weird as fuck. Four. Three. 27. 15. So it's 12, so it's 13. Okay, so I think my counting is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I put 2 in one stitch. Methinks. There we go. Found you. I feel like I always forget how long mosaic can take. Like mosaic is like pretty slow crocheting process because you're really only going up by a single crochet like at a time, and you're having to think about all of the different counts and make sure everything's good. And then I just like forget, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can can do that pretty quickly. And it's like sometimes not really that fast. This is such a cool pattern. Like I'm really excited for them to be able to release this. But also it's like it sucks that I can't just like show it off as it's taking shape, because that's the most fun part about mosaic is like once you start seeing these like shapes take place. I think that's 10. Go to sleep, about to pass out. Yeah, take care of yourself. That's what you got to do. That's the most important thing for sure. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey Blair, welcome in. I am working on some things right now. I'm working on a pattern that I'm testing for Winter Nightmare Crochet. So I can't really like show like what exactly I'm doing. Just it's happening just like under the sight line of the camera. And then I also have some packer orders that I need to get done. But this is the pattern testing is something that I need to make some progress on kind of the most. So that's why I'm doing it right now. Are you working on anything right now? I felt like I asked that weird, but it's sorry. It's me trying to be a human, and I don't do it well. Sorry. Double crochet, then 13 singles back loop. I'm using this yarn. This is appropriately named the Premier Basics Mosaic yarn, and this is in the color Prism. And my lighting is never good, so sorry, but it's a really bright, like rainbow, like roller rink type of color vibe. Lots of all the colors of the rainbow just mixed together. And then I am doing that on a mosaic pattern with just black yarn, so it really stands out. So Winter's pattern is a pattern for a blanket that comes in distinct sections. So like there's like a repeat for this section and then a repeat for this section, so on and so forth. And so I told them when I was originally talking to them about it, I was like, there's no way I can make a blanket. I can't commit to a blanket ever. Um, and then they said I could do a section and like a repeating section, and that's how I got the idea to do a pillow. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm doing it very similar to how I did my bag for Halloween. So this is a mosaic pattern I put together when we did Halloween. And so you start with a chain at the bottom and then you work in the round so that you create something like this. And I'm creating like a throw pillow type of situation. So it's already seamed up at the bottom and sides. And then once I get to the top, then I can just sew it shut. However, that happens. Haven't really thought that far yet. Still got quite a few rounds to go. I would say I'm in the ballpark of what 75. No. I'm thinking it would be totally different. No, I'm right. 75 rounds. I've only done 25. Or wait, what's wrong with my brain? Okay. So each is going to be about 50 tall. So I'm not right at all with what I just said. Ignore what I said. So, okay. So they're about 25 to 12 and about 30. Okay, so less than half of what I said first. Because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't listen to him. He's an idiot. Oops, went into the wrong space there. Stretch it back out a little bit. I was like, this doesn't look right. And then 10, back loop only, single crochet. Okay, and onto the other side. So on one side, I am like there's a shorter section, so I'm repeating it twice. I might shift the top repeat so that it's kind of um, just so I because I feel like it'll look a little bit better based on the design. It'll still be all the same count, so it'll just kind of be shifted. And then the second side is a longer portion that's twice the size of the short one. So so each side's going to look a little different. Well, a lot different, hopefully. Okay, so so I'm gonna have the Christmas party. I'm gonna put it on the calendar. I got to think about what day will be best for people. I really want to be mindful that a lot of people are with family celebrating, and so I feel like the closer you get to Christmas, the more people are celebrating like with their family. So I don't want to be all up in that space, um, just so that people don't feel um, bad. So okay, so the 20th is Saturday, um, and the 25th is the Thursday following that. I feel like a weekend, like evening, like a Friday or Saturday, is probably the best. Um, the 19th feels like a little early, but I know people tend to show up more on Fridays. And I know when we were doing Halloween, those like Fridays were like the days we went live and stuff. Um, so it'll either be the 19th or the 20th. Um, I feel like doing the 20th would be good. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So Okay, let us see where we're at now. Yeah, because like I've been on for like 40 minutes and I've done maybe like like 3 or 4 rounds. It's just not the most fast moving um, projects for sure. Drop down total. I haven't really thought about like what I want for any amount, like what I want for the party, other than the fact of like the decoration and the theme. So um, it was fun to just like, I mean, because granted, like, well, cause I guess I'm talking. I keep saying like we did for Halloween, but we did the pre-Halloween like my birthday party thing, and like that was like a little bit more like we had people on and we did stuff, and that was really fun. And then we also were on for Halloween, which I don't think was planned. And that was more just chill, more like talking and hanging out. But I don't think there was anything in particular that we did. I have to go check because I legitimately do not remember. It was fun. I mean, everything that we did around that time was fun. So mm-hmm. So once I'm done with this round, I think I'm gonna switch to working on a packer for a little bit, just because I mean at least I can show that a little bit. Not that it's anything that you all haven't seen before, um, but I feel like I'm like hiding this from you all, and it's different being on a live and not showing you all. I feel like a tease. it definitely didn't help taking like basically a month off from like most of my crocheting just because like my mental health was not well. But just, those things don't, you know, your health is never exactly on your time frame. You kind of have to be on it for a little bit sometimes. Yeah, I was really hoping to do more stash busting, um, but it's again with the health thing. Hey, welcome in. How you doing, Robert? Currently finishing a round on this pattern testing that I'm doing for winter, and then I'm going to take a break by going to another project that I have to do. Are you working on anything fun? I can't quite show it off yet because it's not a released pattern, and so I'm just being very sneaky about that. But it is some fun yarn to work with. This yarn from Premier, the Premier Basics Mosaic in the color Prism. Very bright and rainbowy, fun. I got a lot of my packages set up to be sent out tomorrow. I got that set up today, so I'm feeling productive in a lot of ways today as I'm trying to capitalize on that. So of those orders, so let's see. So I had a present that I sent out, and then I had the giveaway yarn that Amy won. So that's in the mail today as well. And then I had uh, 3 of the 5 orders from Etsy that I got sent out today. So that was 2 packers and 1 of my dyed yarn. So that was fun to be able to send that out. And feels a lot lighter. Hey Bridget, welcome in. So right now I'm working on a packer, and I was talking a little bit. So I don't know if either of you are in Army of Weirdos on Facebook, But I asked everyone if we did like a holiday party, when would be the best time for that. And everyone who's voted thus far said it would be better to do it before the 25th. I wanted to be really mindful of other people's schedules and their time with family. And I love being able to celebrate and hang out with you all. But I understand that like I'm not high priority when you stack me next to family and friends for the holidays, and that's totally reasonable. But I had so much fun when we did the party in October, or parties, I guess rather. That I thought it would be fun to try to do something like that again. So my original idea was to do like goth mess, like to do something. Not I don't know, like just like kind of like Halloweeny, but also you know um, Christmassy. And then I was looking at like costumes for like cats and stuff because like don't ask how my brain works. Um, and I found it's so funny. I found this. Oh, let me get the light right. They're little bangs for cats, little emo bangs for cats. So Scotty and I are gonna. Scotty's gonna do it at the very least. I don't know if I can make it work with my hair texture being so different, but so Scotty's gonna have little emo bangs, and I ordered them and actually got them in like right before I started this live. I got bats. I think they're paper, but I don't know yet. That have like lights on them, and you can stick them to the wall, and they're battery operated. Um, and so that's what I'm gonna have. And then I also got some like black cardstock so that I can make like paper chains and ornaments and stuff. So I'm gonna kind of be redecorating this space a little bit. Maybe I'll even do something. I don't know. I feel like there's so much space over there that I should do something, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Um, so I'm going to decorate for that, and I think that'll be really fun um, to have just like a little bit of decoration. It's not something that is going to take up a bunch of room when the season is over. So I'm excited, and I'll probably keep the bats up because let's be honest, bats are cool. Because I have so little time. I mean, there's only so much I can do with the time that I have. So I don't know, because I was like, maybe I'll make like a wreath or like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't have much time. So we're just going to do the best with what we've got. But hopefully I can get some other folks on to so we can do something similar to what we did for Halloween. So I'll try to show you the little thing that I put together. Because I decided to call it Alt Mess instead of Goth Mess. I don't know. Do we like Alt Mess or Goth Mess better? Because I felt like really the only thing that changed it was the emo bangs. And so it says Merry Alt Mess and a Happy New Queer. Because I like puns and it sounded really stupid. So I thought it would be fun to have that be the thing for the party. So what's everyone up to tonight? I'm just trying to be productive and get stuff done. I mean, it's probably evident by the title. So I have to work on the pattern testing that I'm doing for winter, and then I have 2 orders. I have 2 Packer orders that I'm trying to finish. So this is the first one. This is a blue one, and then the other one is purple. So just trying to get those done, and I have about a week to get them done. But I wanted to make sure I could get everything out of the way and try to just do my best. Just doing my best here. Managers walked out and quit today. Oh, that means it's going to be tons more work for everyone, right? Working retail still has been an interesting 2 weeks. Definitely. Oh, sorry to hear that. Can't wait till Christmas is over. Yeah. I hear that. I've been in that position before. Like less traditional retail, but still retail nonetheless, you know? And this time of year just makes everyone just absolute lunatics. And it's a lot. So I hope it goes over as smoothly as it can. You just make it through, right? And in my experience, it's never the manager that like doesn't do anything, that just like makes everything harder. It's always the manager that like pulls their weight or and then some. They're the ones that quit during times like this. I don't know if that's the case for you, but that's my experience. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. How are you? I am trying to get through some orders and some things that I have to do crochet wise, as well as thinking about what I want to do for the holiday party that I want to throw on here. I'm thinking I'm going to do it on the 20th, but I'm just checking some other people's calendars first. We'll just have small hangout, but luckily hopefully it'll be, far enough away from the big festivities that everyone's going to that it won't interfere with anything. Doom scrolling and eating apples and peanut butter. Love apples and peanut butter, and yes, I understand the doom scrolling a little too much. Little too much, right? It's hard once you start in on something. It just it's so easy to just keep going. So I understand. Zero judgment here. So, like the first 45 minutes or so, I was working on this pattern. pattern testing for winter, and now I'm working on a packer order that I have. I have this one, and I have another one. I already finished three, and was it three? No, it was two packer orders. The yarn that I dyed the other day, and the yarn that I dyed that I gave away for the giveaway that I just had, and then a present. So lots of stuff got sent out today. Sometimes these packers go so fast, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. It's just like you just get into a good groove, and it's really nice. And sometimes I feel like they take me forever in a day. They really are not a big project, and usually you can finish them really fast, but just depends on the day. Hey, Chris, welcome in. We are being productive, getting stuff done today, all the things. Where's Crystal been hiding? Crystal's just been doing her own thing. I think, I don't want to speak for Crystal, but if I had to guess, I think that just being doing lives and stuff like that, Crystal just needs some time to decompress. So it's funny that and I have nothing but love for Crystal. Crystal was a really good friend of mine, but I because of Halloween, I feel like our names have become synonymous. It's like almost every live I do, people are like, "Where's Crystal?" like, I'm like, Crystal's doing her own thing, like she was doing before we did Halloween. But like, because Halloween was so long, and we just went on like lives like together all the time, I think everyone thinks that like we only go live together. So she'll be back when she wants to be back. I think she's been posting shorts on her page. Let me double check that my timing is correct on that. It doesn't have the date or anything on it. That's not right. I think we are hilarious together as well. No, it's fine that you ask. I wish I had a better answer, but again, it's like, um, I always think it's kind of funny because that's become like our thing. That like, everyone thinks that we're constantly like on live together. So no harm, no foul. I just wanted to let you know. I will let her know that that her fans are demanding her presence again. See, this is coming together so much better and so much faster than having to do this huge mosaic project. Just, and she'll know. Okay, will do. but yeah, I'm gonna try to see if Crystal is free to come up on panel on Saturday for the holiday party. I'm mostly gonna try to schedule it around when Crystal's free if she wants to come up. Um, so so hopefully we will have that. So basically, once I get off here, I'm probably going to immediately go and schedule that. Um, actually, I can do that right now. So it's games, fun, and bad jokes. Oh, I was gonna wait to see if she was free. Oops, totally forgot that. See, I will say something and forget something within seconds. It's incredible. Sorry, I'm like so focused in the zone that I'm like not as talk as I normally am. But yeah, so I'm gonna be changing the decorations. Well, some of the decorations around here, just temporarily, to be more seasonal, and then uh, so yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm excited to kind of change things up. I don't have any problem with how things look. I like it, but um, you know, a little change never hurt nobody. Yeah, so I'll have the bats, and then I'll make some different whatchamacallits, different like decor and stuff. Let's split the hell out of that yarn. Just making some blue balls. That just hit me that I had two blue orders in a row. I don't usually get this color, and now I'm like, I'm making blue balls. that's that's something that happened. Are these gonna be joke packers? I wonder. I always wonder when people get like, because I have like I think like 20, 21 different colors that people can get, or like color combinations. And when people get something that's not a skin color and it's not a pride flag, I'm always like, why did you pick that color? Not because, I mean, I don't judge them because I offered it and it's fine, but I mean, I get a lot of like purple, which I always think is like an eggplant reference or something. Um, and I'm like, I'm sure it's, sometimes just like people's favorite color or something like that. But um, or maybe it's like the color of their like packing underwear or something. But like blue, blue balls. That's what I'm making. Just literally, like literally, that's what this is. Split the yarn. What would be like a good Christmas party movie or like holiday party movie? Now I'm just thinking about like what we should do for the party. Or like Christmas party activities, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna have it be like a alternative gothy type of vibe, at least here. So like it doesn't have the games and the activities, like they don't have to have anything to do with that. Like that's just gonna be my decor. Um, we could do something based on that, but I don't. To me, I have no idea what to do with that. So mine's just gonna be like. Also, I don't know why. This part of what inspired this is I was looking at cat costumes and cat sweaters and stuff like that, like a crazy person, and I found. Damn it! It went away. I found this. And since I found it, I haven't been able to think about anything else, and I don't care about anything else. So this is what inspired it. Just emo bangs on a cat. The clip on. So we're gonna do like an alternative Christmas where everything's like all my decor is gonna be black and like gold and silver and stuff like that. And Scotty's gonna have clip on bangs because I am a lunatic. Um, so I don't think that I mean, maybe a movie, like maybe we could watch like Krampus or something. Krampus is really the only. I mean, there's things like Violent Night, and like stuff like that are like darker, Christmas themed. I don't know what's going to be. I don't know what's available. Um, yeah, I don't know what anything is. I feel like Krampus is like. I feel like that's like Prime Video. Let me pull up my. I can't click on that now, but I can go on my phone and click it. Give me a second. Krampus. I've never seen Krampus, to be honest. Okay, so you have to pay for it. It looks like. It says free trials available. Is that Adam Scott? Hell yeah. Yeah, he's so hot. Let me get all up in the chat. Hey, Lori. Moana doll. The hair is killing me. Yeah, hairs. Is it just like the sheer amount of hair that you have to do? I have seen some really interesting ways that people do yarn hair, but you know, depends on how you're doing it and obviously what you need. I love Adam Scott too. Yeah. Okay, let me get all up in the chat. The White Reindeer, November, Let the Right One In, Edward Scissorhands, Batman Returns. Oh, I do love Batman. Interesting. Cool. Options. Krampus, Scrooge, Black Christmas, Gremlins, Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas is, I mean, that seems like a obvious one that I should have thought of. Is that on Disney? I don't have Disney, so unless we can get someone to do Disney. But I don't know if Nightmare Before Christmas. It is on Disney, but it looks like it could potentially be on YouTube as well. I'm starting to find more and more stuff on YouTube, which is really exciting. And a lot of it's for free. This might not be, but yeah, this one's not. Yeah, they're gonna make people pay for that. I know. Actually, says a line in Batman vs Superman. He has over 80 films in IMDb. That's so cool. That's really cool. Although, if he said Martha in Batman vs Superman, we're gonna have beef. I do like Batman. I actually liked Batman vs Superman because a lot of it was modeled after what is actually my favorite Batman comic book. But who they lost me at the end there. It was questionable. I thought Ben Affleck did a great job because in the comic book I like, it's called The Dark Knight Returns, and um, Batman is old and he's got major beef with Superman. And granted, they have known each other for a long time rather than like they're just meeting or whatever. But he's got the suit, like that exact suit that they have in the movie, and he pummels Superman's ass to the ground, and he's just like old and grizzled, and like all of these like principles that like young Batman had, like old Batman does not have. He's totally just like he's done. Like he's done and over it. Um, he still has this accent too. Are you talking about Ben Affleck? Yeah, I agree. And I mean the comic book. I mean there was a lot in the comic book, and I don't. You know, for me, I think they wanted to find what they thought was the best conflict between Batman and Superman and how it played out, and so they picked this graphic novel to go off of, and then they tried to make the DC universe, DC cinematic universe, fit into this, and it doesn't quite work because there's like decades of of resentment that grow, and so they know each other well, and that's why there's conflict rather than like I see that you're an alien and that pisses me off. Also, you destroyed all of Metropolis. Nosferatu, Silent Bite, vampire Christmas movies. Ooh, I didn't even think about just putting it like that. Yeah, I imagine Prime's gonna have a lot of those. Prime tends to do a lot of like creature features and like uh has a lot of like the kind of like vampire and werewolf and like the what's the word for them, like supernatural creatures. Like Prime tends to like to stay in that category. I could potentially also see. I mean, I don't really want to go horror with it, but I have been wanting to like look into Shudder, mostly because I want to watch Dracula. Um, and Shudder is like a horror streaming service, um, and so I could get a trial for it, but but I don't think we need that. I think there's a lot of options. That's a vampire. That's Vampire Christmas. Ooh. PDF form and audiobook. I would love it as a movie. Ooh. I love an adaptation. But speaking of comic books, I am currently in the middle of one, and I keep on like picking it up, reading like 30 to 50 pages, and then like putting it down. It's a graphic novel, like it's a trade, so that's when they put like a bunch of the single issue comic books together. They're not worth anything when it comes to like collecting, but they're a lot easier to like uh, read through and maintain, make sure you don't miss a huge part of the story, whatever. That's how I've always read mine. And uh, but I'm reading one because I read through the entire series of there was like this big event that happened in the DC universe, and then like there was stuff that happened like both before and after. So there's like two storylines that are going on, and I read all of one. And now I'm trying to read the other part. Um, but it's like sometimes like they start so slow because they're world building, and like oh my god, I just wanna I'm struggling to. It's so dense that I like can't. I once I put it down, I'm like I don't have the energy to like pick it up for like 3 weeks, and then but luckily it's available for rent through the app that I use for my library. So I can like get access to it anytime. I don't have to wait for it to be at the library physically. Someone put Muppet Christmas Carol for goth Christmas movies. I love that. That makes me happy. Stupidest Christmas Angel. What a title. Yeah, I mean, there's so many options. I'll definitely like look into some of these. Like for me, I feel like like because we're gonna be watching it at the Christmas party. I want it to still feel like a party, like lively movie. I know HBO has all the Batman movies, so I know that that is something I have access to. Um, and I heard I've never seen it, but like everyone I know who's seen it has been like it's an obsession. So I've heard that too. Um, but so I know Batman's available, and I love Batman. It's a fun movie. Um, so That one could be. That one could be nice. Is that the one with Michelle Pfeiffer? Because like Batman had Joker. Jack Nicholson is the Joker, and I think he was the only villain. And I think Batman Returns has Penguin and Catwoman. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's true because I remember Christopher Walken is like working with the the Penguin, and Catwoman kills him. Genie with Melissa McCarthy. No, I haven't. I've never heard of that. What is that? I do. I do like Edward Scissorhands. I feel like that's a really great. That is a really solid wintertime movie. Because it's not like it is not like specifically Christmas if people don't celebrate Christmas, but it's also like very it's vibey of like the holidays. I think. Where would that be? Would that be on Max as well? Yes. Okay. Yes, it's on there. Yeah. I think Edward Scissorhands is probably like a front runner, if not like the front runner, because it is such a good it's such a good movie. It's so entertaining, and I think that that would be fun to do. Also, because it's got this like the whimsical world of like the like Tim Burton creates. It would be fun to like do like drinks or like snacks based on like Tim Burton kind of vibes. It is on Disney, but I don't have Disney Plus. Um, so like if other people wanted to share Disney Plus, we could watch it on Disney Plus because like Nightmare Before Christmas is on Disney Plus and nowhere else, um, unless you want to like rent it or buy it somewhere specifically. Um, and I don't have it, but other people. The thing is, so thus far I've been the only one to like share my like mute screen and whatever. But if other people have a service, like they can share it too. Like they can share in the lounge and stuff. Yeah, I think that would be fun, and yeah, we could make like a whole like vibe out of that. That would be really fun, actually. Are you, Lori? Are you free on Saturday night? Would you like to come up on panel? Disney. Oh, nice. Okay. So we could do Nightmare Before Christmas if we wanted to. Um, I'm leaning the most towards it, but we could also like leave it up to a vote and who like just in the moment. Um, I don't plan like these things to. Um, I'm not too rigid about the plans because every time I've tried to do that, it's never worked out for me. So just try to keep it pretty loosey goosey if I can. Yeah, this Saturday night, the 20th. I asked people on Facebook if they would prefer doing the party before or after the 25th, and everyone said that they preferred to do it before. Um, so I was thinking the 20th, Saturday the 20th. I'm gonna double check with Crystal to see if she wants to come up. Would like to have her involved if she wants to be. So we shall see. I'm pretty sure she's playing World of Warcraft right now, so she hasn't responded to my message yet. I'm pretty sure I mean almost certain because she told me that she was going to be playing it. Yeah, I feel like Tubi had so much this Halloween. I was really surprised. Um, so I know when we did Halloween, it needed to be like 9 p.m. Central for Crystal. Um, so um, so that's what we did, and that probably would be the time that we would do it. So 9 p.m. Central, 7 Pacific, 6 or nope, going the wrong way. 10 Eastern, which I know is pretty late. If that's too late for you, we can see what Crystal's doing and then move it around, and I can message you. Because I know, like for me, it's like 7 p.m. Like I've got like, like that's early and plenty of time. Yeah. I'll email you once I talk to her, and then we can all just later is better. Okay. Okay. Cool. Coo 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 coo. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have decorations up, and I'm gonna spend the next couple days like making decorations, probably on live and off of live. Just kind of depends on what we're doing. And then trying to make it a little bit more festive in here because it's not festive really. I mean, it's not festive for this holiday at all. Um, and yeah, so it'll be fun. I have to think about some like activities that might be fun. Um, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So if anyone thinks of any activities that might be fun, any online games or anything like that, because I know we played some during Halloween, so I could just see what we did for Halloween. But it would be fun to mix it up and have a good time. Yay, yay, gore fun. Yay for fun. Makes sense. I just show. Pin the tail on the email. You get away from me, Chris. I'm gonna be pinning the hair on the emo's cat, which sounds very weird and sounds like someone is having a stroke as they're talking to you. But yeah, I mean, hopefully this is just like a time that we can hang out. Like for me, I had such a good time when we did the Halloween birthday party thing, that I really wanted to do something like that again. But obviously, want to be respectful of everyone who's spending this time with loved ones, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited to. Okay, I guess that means I have to order Scotty's hair. I'm so excited. Sounds like a fake landing strip. Yeah, it's questionable for sure. Questionable for sure, Chris. But yeah, I can't wait to see how these bads go up, because I've seen these bads in like Pinterest things and stuff before. So I don't know how they look, but I hope they look cool. Yeah, maybe some trivia. Yeah, we could do that. I am very, 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 very bad at trivia, but I will do it for the entertainment of it all, I suppose. I get really nervous. I mean, even if I know something, if I get asked it in a trivia scenario, I'm gonna not know it. But yeah, we could paint our nails black or something. Yes, we could definitely do that. Or you could put Sharpie on it. Give yourself some fake tattoos. Why not? Go get some real tattoos if you've got the money and want tattoos. Dress up in goth makeup. Yeah, I mean, I that would be super fun if everyone wants to dress up in goth and like emo like style and makeup. Like that would be super super fun. I mean, I'm in it. I'm here for it. So that would be super cool. Transylvania Pursuit. I like that. That was good. If I want a panel, I've got the actual 8 ball. Like, would you rather and riddle cards. Oh yeah, that would be super fun. That would be nice. Yeah, there's a game. So Crystal found it, I guess, on her feed before the last party, and we were trying to figure out a way that we could make this work in like a panel situation. But it's basically Go Fish, but it's called Go Fuck Yourself. And like basically just imagine all of the cards are replaced by something like a line of text that's silly or offensive or something like that. And it's like, do you have a huge penis? It's like, no, go fuck yourself. Like it's Go Fish. It's Go Fish, but it's like funny Go Fish. But we couldn't figure out how to make that work for for us. So luckily with the pandemic, there were a lot of games that like sprouted out like for doing it virtually, doing games virtually, but we're not the same size. That's okay. I mean, anything dark, works. Anything striped, any band T-shirts, if you have those. I was honestly going to see if I could make up an excuse in my mind to order another band T-shirt, because all of mine are in North Carolina, and now I'm going to. But I don't have any here, so I was wanting to get a Fall Out Boy shirt anyway. So, yeah. See, the thing is, you don't have the same, like, even if everybody got the decks of the cards, we wouldn't have, like, we would have so many multiples of the cards, whereas like you're only supposed to have like, I guess, like one like matching card. So that's why. That's why I didn't think it would work. We did play what is it called, like Fishbowl last time, and I thought that was fun to do, and you can do that. I'll have to find the link, but you can do that where like everybody's playing, and that's basically charades plus Pictionary plus something else. Just trying to get people to guess stuff. And that was, I thought that was fun. Yeah. Ooh, I can make like a skinny, like striped scarf. That would be fun. I haven't worn a skinny scarf in a very long time. So yeah, dressing up would definitely be a fun aspect of it. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I'm looking up. Hey, Leather, welcome in. Whip up an egg burrito. That sounds good. I have Perry the Platypus. That's so awesome. I love that. That makes me so happy. Miscalculate. Incorrect math problems included. I love that. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking up like drink ideas and food ideas from that are like inspired by Tim Burton. So was working on some stuff. I worked on pattern testing for winter. working on commission Packer. And now we're talking about, I think Saturday. I am trying to double check with Crystal, make sure her schedule fits if she wants to come up and participate. Do a holiday party on Saturday. And we'll do some activities, and then we'll have we'll watch a movie. I'm still leaning towards Edward Scissorhands. Once it got brought up, I was like, I haven't heard a thing since, honestly. So there's lots of cool like drinks, cocktails, and mocktail ideas. I'm gonna be doing like a Gothmas alternative altmas whatever Christmas party, and we'll just have some fun and do some silly stuff and just have some laughs. So yeah, I'm just looking at these drinks. This is weird. It's like Edward Scissorhands ice cream, vanilla bean ice cream with silver sprinkles, may be served in a scissored bowl. What the fuck is a scissored bowl? What are they talking about? These things are wild. Okay. Spice cider. I don't know how that has anything to do with Nightmare Before Christmas, but okay. And then for snacks, Gothic and Peculiar is the theme. Let's see. Black and white cookies. Black and white cookies, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. I just looked up like like things that people. I think it's more that people are fitting foods to the theme rather than the other way around. So yeah, but anything that's kind of like gothic, spooky, dark, you know, those types of things tend to be good. Honestly, like if I decide to drink, I'll probably just drink the same thing that I had for my birthday because that was really good. It was basically like rum and coke, but had it's called something different, and it had lime juice in it. So I enjoyed that more than I thought I would. So yeah, and it's dark because it's Coca-Cola. So it's nothing fancy by any means, but it was good. That was Crystal's suggestion that she found, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. But you could do something that was like dark red, like a cranberry juice or something like that, and you know, that's gothic. That's gothic enough for me. So, and then yeah, there's lots of cool ideas here. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna head out. We've been on here for 2 hours, and I got some stuff done, which I'm happy about. But like I said, just kind of keep an eye out. I mean, obviously, make sure you have your notifications on for this channel if you would like to. But as soon as I get confirmation about timing and stuff like that, I will put an event on Restream, and you can do the notify me button for that on YouTube. So yeah, so I'm going to head out, but thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you were, if you wanted to be productive, I hope you were, and if you weren't, it happens. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.